What's up YouTube, Jay Traveling here. Today I want to talk about the Newegg Shuffle again. Sitting here, cut my bush light. We'll go and I'll show you some screenshots I took from my phone. The shuffle has been over for a little while now. The buying window has passed for the day. Today is April 8th at the time of filming this, so you guys will probably see this tomorrow morning. But the combos they're starting to put in there are just insane. The only one I don't have a screenshot of because I didn't pick it, because I had no intention of buying it, is the PlayStation 5. It was grouped with 3 games, an extra controller, and a webcam. And it was like $850. I had no intention of buying that. I would not use it, and I would not want to spend $850 on it, especially to have 3 games that I would never even put inside the system. But I'll show you guys the graphics cards. They're getting a little more and more expensive. Some of them they're still posting just the GPU. I don't know if it's based on how many that they're getting of how they're grouping it or whatnot. So we'll go in, I'll show you guys the price and just show you how insane it's starting to get. So here we go, the start of the Newegg Shuffle. You can see the event ended, but I was already set. I was already submitted into it. So let's go through it. So here you see motherboards. I mean, to combo with a motherboard is not too bad, and obviously a 3060 just by itself, not too bad. The motherboards, yeah, odds are I won't have any use for that motherboard. I'd probably put it on a shelf, maybe get a CPU for it and use it as a mining rig of some sort, or build it out later on for a customer that wants a gaming PC. But you see the headset, I mean the MSI Immerse headset, no need for a headset. Most of the people that are getting these graphics cards have no need for this headset. But it's not too bad to get one thing. The Strix here that's being coupled with just by itself, and then the other ones with a motherboard. Let's look at the price of that. With the motherboard, $689, not too bad. Still, you're getting the top of the line pretty much GPU in my opinion of the Strix. I do have a 3070 Strix, and this thing is a very nice GPU. It has great aesthetics and great cooling on it. So for a 3060 Strix with this motherboard that's not too terrible, you're still paying under scalper prices for that. And you'll have an extra motherboard to either build out if you're new to the gaming world, that you can just build it out, or sell it on eBay for $100 or something, just get a little bit of money back. So the RTX 3060 Ti by itself, not too bad. Obviously I had this picked hoping to win it, but didn't. This is probably the one that caught the most attention. So $755 for a 3060 Ti, still way under scalper pricing for a 3060 Ti right now. They're selling for about $1,000, but you're getting a headset that you're probably not even going to use, and then 2 gaming mice. So why they would group it with 2, I'm not sure. But this caught the most attention in all the groups because they're saying don't forget to select your 2 gaming mice. So $755 price wise, not awful. Package wise, pretty bad package. The only thing really worth anything is the 3060 Ti. Obviously, these 2 gaming mice probably aren't worth really much of anything. I'm not too versed on the MSI gaming mice, but I would never use these as opposed to my Corsair mouse. I really like that one. And then the headset that I won't use. Then we have a 3070 with a motherboard for $964. So as a Z490 motherboard, don't know much about this motherboard. I've never used it, but that is a lot to pay for a 3070, but you're still under a scalper pricing. But it's just showing you they're starting to package them with more and more expensive of products, and we'll show you even more at the end. You see the 3070 here for a little bit cheaper with a Gigabyte X570 motherboard, but that's a AMD motherboard. They tend to be usually a little bit cheaper than Intel, but you're still getting a motherboard that a lot of people probably aren't going to use. It is a Wi-Fi motherboard, which is nice, but if you're a crypto miner, you might use this eventually. Most crypto miners are going to go more for Intel. In my experience, Intel has been running better when it comes to mining. The 3090 at $2159, I mean, it's just by itself I pick it. I will buy a 3090 if it comes down to it, and I'll make a separate video as to why I would buy a 3090 for mining, not just for gaming. I'm not going to get a 3090 for gaming, but I'll make a separate video on why I would buy a 3090 for mining. So this one is another one. You have the 3080 Vision, which in my opinion isn't even, it's a lower end 3080 in my opinion. Some people may argue that and say it's a really good one. I mean, it has a 3 fans on the cooling to keep it cooler. I'm just not a huge fan of this one personally, but it's packaged with one of the most expensive, probably the most expensive gigabyte motherboard. So you're spending $1,705 USD, and that's not even including your $10 shipping, or if you have to pay sales tax. Now this is starting to get into scalper territory as far as the packaging. I know you're getting the motherboard, and you can sell this if you wanted to. It's a very niche market though for this type of motherboard. You're really going after a serious gamer and serious overclocker to buy this motherboard. This motherboard alone is like pushing $600 for the board, and then you get the AIO. Technically, that's not awful if you're going with a 360mm AIO with your board. You're getting it in a package for $600. I think when I bought mine, it was about $350 for the motherboard and another $150 for the 360mm AIO. So packaged together, it's not awful for a motherboard, but to be packaged with a 3080 and to say for you to only get this 3080, you have to buy a motherboard too, kind of stinks. I would have purchased it and probably sold it motherboard on eBay since I have no use for it. Probably would have tried to unload it just real cheap to make back some of the money, but I would have much rather I bought this 3080 and been, $1,200 into it maybe, than to pay some scalper $2,200. So those are some screenshots from the shuffle that was hosted today. Newegg's getting a little more into the bundles and packaging more stuff into them, and obviously some higher ticket items into them. Now I don't know if they just think that people are going to want this product that are getting that, or I think that they're just trying to get some product off their shelves and move more, especially like I said with the PS5 bundle, bundling 3 games with it instead of just the 2 like a normal, like other places do. Like GameStop usually bundles like 2 games in it with a controller when they sell them. They're bundling an extra game and the PlayStation webcam with it, and then to have that $600 board with a 3080 when I'm pretty sure they know that most people only want that 3080 and not that motherboard. So they're getting a little more clever with what they're packaging in it with, and it's just throw 2 gaming mice into one package as a combo and tell you, yeah, you have to buy both of these gaming mice in order to get this 3060 Ti. It's getting a little insane with what they're doing. Do I think that, do I blame Newegg for doing that? No, I don't. It's a way that they know they have a product that people are going to buy regardless, and they can combo it with other stuff to just move more product so they can get some of their older product out and some of their newer stuff in. Makes perfect sense from a business standpoint, but from a consumer standpoint, obviously we want just the GPU, or if you're looking for a console, you want just the console, and then you can buy whatever else you want with it if you would like it. If you want that extra controller or the webcam, you can make that decision to purchase it separately. But I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts and see your guys' thoughts in the comments below. What you think of the Newegg Shuffle today? If you were in it, if you won. Obviously, I didn't win, so I'm here with my sad beer, not my celebratory beer today. So, didn't win today. Hopefully, I can win sometime in the near future. Get myself another graphics card to review and benchmark. But I'd like to see if you guys want anything, what you want, what you plan on doing, if you're using your graphics card for gaming or if you're using it for mining. In your experience with the Newegg Shuffle, if you like it or you think they should just go back to the old way and just release the cards on your website and be first come first serve. But thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.